Shiv, how are you, first of all?
I'm
How are
good,
you?
miss. How about you?
I'm good too. How are you doing?
Good.
Good? All right. So, could you tell us something about yourself?
Okay. My full name is Sriyam Chakraborty. I am currently 15 years old. I'm in grade 10, and right now I'm living in Jakarta, Indonesia.
All right. And what about your schooling and what about your board that you are studying in?
I'm studying in the IB board. My school name is Gandhi Memorial Intercontinental School.
So, you have always been in IB board or you switched to IB board
I have been in IB board.
from the start, right?
Yes.
All right. Great, great, great. And what are your hobbies like? How do you like to spend the leisure time that you have?
My free time?
Yeah, your free time.
My free time, mostly I read books. Sometimes I watch movies, or I spend it uh, exercising and just drawing and all, or sometimes
Okay.
going ahead of syllabus. These are some things I do.
Okay, drawing. Nice, not bad. And which is your favorite book?
My favorite book, I like reading about Sherlock Holmes
Sherlock Holmes. Nice,
and
nice,
Agatha
nice.
Christie.
Fictitious.
Yeah,
Fictitious, I would say. Right? All
yeah,
right.
all
Great, great,
detectives.
great. All right. Only fictitious. No biographies and nothing, right?
No, that also I've read, like poetries and all. These all I also read.
All right.
Short
And what about
stories.
and what about movies?
If movies, it's all English movies, but those are fiction, cartoon
Cartoon like. Hmm. Okay, nice. Not
like
bad, not
animated.
bad. Animated movies. Fine, fine. Nice, not bad, not bad. Okay, so how's your studies going, Shyam?
Studies are going well. I'm trying to catch up with my syllabuses so I can start so that my preparation is well for my end term exams which I'll be having.
Mm-hmm. And when are they?
They're in the last week of November.
Last week of November. All right. So, Shyam, do you have any particular subjects that you have always struggled with? Like, no, this is not my subject, or it will always be like, I don't want to read this subject or anything. Is there any subject that you don't like or you struggled with?
It's not that I don't like, it's like when I struggle with them, automatically I don't feel like doing them. It's
All right.
like subjects which interest me are like biophysics and like these subjects which I find hard sometimes. It's like maths and chemistry mostly.
Max. Uh, okay.
Like
Okay.
when I don't understand it, that time I feel like why am I doing this? And just I just keep trying and trying, and that's how it goes.
Okay.
And then sometimes it falls for chemistry too, the same, because like there is so much to memorize, so much to learn. Other than
And so
that,
much
the rest
exceptions.
subjects, yeah, rest subjects goes okay.
And so much of exceptions in chemistry, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so much of concepts in mathematics.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Calculations.
Yeah. The
Silly,
mental part sometimes goes wrong.
silly mistakes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, that's good. All right. All right. So, is there any particular topic that you struggled in mathematics or maybe chemistry? Is there any particular topic or anything that you like
In maths, I
struggled with?
would say my weakest is my basics, and I would say I struggled a lot in percentage topic.
Percentage topic and all right, basics.
Basics.
Fine, 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 fine. So how you plan to work on basics?
By
Are,
basics and all, by that I mean is that the numbers, the BODMAS, and then sometimes algebra, these all things, like the small things, like I do silly mistakes of them. So for them, I just keep practicing such questions regarding them. So like the more mistakes I make, the more I can learn from them.
yeah, exactly. Mistakes are like the best teachers that we have, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Acha, so where did you hear about Pracbee?
My friends, so actually my best friends, they are also in Pracbee. They are in a group
Mm-hmm.
class, but I took single classes. So they only suggested me to take classes with Pracbee
Oh,
because they found it interesting. And so my parents told me that I can join Pracbee, and I agreed with it because I needed help too.
all right. So how long have you been enrolled in Pracbee?
I think right now, uh, I think this is my fourth month.
Fourth month. And are you finding it interesting as well?
Yes, interesting in particular subjects. Some subjects are like, okay, but some of my teachers got changed, so things are also going here and there.
Mm-hmm. Acha, and what subjects are you learning in Pracbee?
PCMB, physics, chemistry, math, and bio.
Okay. And which is the like interesting subject that you like interesting thing or interesting subject that you found in Pragby? Like, this is this like, uh, actually interest that I would say that's interesting for you.
Like subject or learning with teacher.
Learning with teacher and subject both.
Okay, subject wise, I would go for biology. Learning with teacher, I would go with you because I enjoy your classes.
Acha, you enjoy my classes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate that. All right, great. So, how do you find Pragby beneficial for you?
Pragvi is beneficial because I get to share my doubts and they get to help me. And besides going with school wise, I can also ask other doubts and like clear my other terms that I have. So, for example, these stuff I'm not being able to do in school, so I have Pragvi, and Pragvi helps me a lot in both
All right.
ways.
And as you were saying that you were struggling with the basics and all in chemistry and maths both, so is it going fine in Pragby or you do you find any like positive on that trip? Are you finding it good?
For
That yeah.
chemistry and math, yes, but then for chemistry, since my previous results for chemistry weren't that expected, and now my teacher has been changed, and I've just taken two classes with her so far, and I'm doing quite good with her.
Acha, okay. So I guess uh if I talk about confidence, is Pragby enabling you to gain confidence in your subject?
I
Or are
think
you still phobic about any of the subjects that you have?
I think by gaining confidence, if we solve more questions in class, like IGCSE related or past papers, I think in that way I can gain more confidence because just by learning, one it doesn't really help in that way. I'm learning, but if I solve more, then I can get it more. Like homeworks and all work, but like past papers would also help me more.
Okay, so uh, past papers are one of the ways in IGCSE that helps student to, practice more. Matlab, that gives you an idea, I guess,
Yeah.
of what kind of questions will come in the exams. And are the exam actually based on the previous papers?
See, the thing is that our school, I'll give an example for biology. We are currently following the paper pattern 0610 for biology, and our teachers suggest us to do it from past papers. But actually, like they say, they take questions from 0610, but they're actually taking questions from 0590 biology. So it is past paper related, but like for maths we had 0580. That's like a bit easier section than 0607 that we are following right now. So it depends. But like
Oh,
if I keep but then like they tell us to solve more and more because past papers is basically the confidence. The more
all
you
right.
solve, the
Yeah.
more paper patterns you know. And
Yeah,
they say
more
that
paper.
yeah, and they say that our boards exam is also similar to IGCSE. So preparing for IGCSE is similar to boards.
So right now, are you solving the previous year question papers and are they Are you able to solve them?
Solve them, yes, but like it's not that I get all of them correct. I do check my answers with the marking scheme. So
Hmm.
like yeah, I get mistakes here and there.
All right. And do you keep your clock with you? Like it's a 1 hour
Timing,
test, so you have
yeah,
to time it. Yeah.
yes, yes. To keep it
All right.
get it done in a fixed time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I, the next question that I want to ask you is, what element of Pracbee do you find most useful for you?
Okay, so Practice teachers are actually very friendly, so I feel comfortable sharing them all my doubts and all. So, like in school, there's usually many students, so sometimes I find it hard to actually arise my doubts and all. So in
Mm-hmm.
Practice, I'm able to share that freely, what's going on in school, and some stories and all. So this helps me study better, like a
So,
better
do you
environment.
okay? So, do you find any like any difference between the batch and a one-to-one tutoring? Is it
In
beneficial to have one-to-one tutoring that you are
Yes,
actually enrolled in?
because like in batch, usually what happens is that if teacher asks questions, then others say it and I don't get a chance. But in one to one, I have to say it. So in that way, I'm also bringing out the doubts I have inside me. So it helps me more actually.
Okay. And what about the pace? Like in batch, I guess the teacher has to go with the certain pace so that they could
Yeah,
match each and every student, right?
yeah.
And in
Yeah,
Mhm.
actually, usually in batches, I have experienced batch learning, and all my batchmates were actually pretty good in studies compared to me. So teachers would go according to their pace because, like, they're fast in it, so they'll go according to them, and like, so they'll try to finish the topics up because they're understanding. But then, like, the thing is that I take time in learning and all, so
Hmm.
yeah,
So right
one to
now,
one is
the thing is, in one student, it's student oriented, right? We go
yes,
according to the pace of the student and the requirement of the student, that how much time do the student needs for a topic to understand,
yeah.
isn't it? All right, great. So, are there any areas in which you need further support or additional support from the teachers or from Pragby or another any other further supports that I want to just tell you?
Maybe if we can finish the syllabuses a bit faster than school is going, because like my end term exam is like a pre-board, and the best way to actually go faster in syllabus is like by learning short summary notes, and like maybe we could solve more papers together. It's really helpful then, because I
All
think
right.
by syllabus wise we are actually lagging quite far away.
Mm-hmm. I got it. I got it. And I don't know, the course of IGCSE and IB is so vast. I just we were discussing it. No,
Yeah,
the course is really vast, and the pace is also of the school. I We were discussing about the pace as well, right?
yeah,
They cover a lot. I mean, the syllabus of the exams are so vast. I mean, I was like, oh my god. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying that that's the thing. In school, they actually covered it quite faster than expected. So it's different in practice because we are actually learning it step by step, which helps me.
All right. So the point is, you want that the syllabus has to be completed a little earlier, and so that we could get more time to solve the previous year's question paper.
Yeah,
Right. Practice,
yeah,
right? We get
practice.
the time for the practice. All right. And what is your daily routine, Shiv?
My daily routine.
Mhm.
So every morning, like as in weekdays or weekend.
Both, I would say.
Okay, so for weekdays, of course, I have school. So
Right.
for weekdays, of course, I have school. My school starts from 7:30 in the morning till 2:30. So after I come home, I of course get freshed up and all, and then I start my studies, home studies. In school, I do a
Same
separate study.
7:30 to 2:30 means 7 hours, right?
Yes.
All right, all right.
So that happens, and then afterwards, I of course do my home study, finishing
Mhm.
all my work so I can get prepared for the next day's studies and all.
All right. And uh, along with Pracbee, how do you balance your self-study and your schools? I mean, you might be having the homeworks from your school. There are some assignments as well, tests. There are a lot. I mean, lot of activities goes on in the school, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also you need times for the self-study. And then there is the Pracbee classes and the assignment that we give you. So is it manageable for you, and how do you manage it?
Actually, for the main exams, like we had one 3 weeks ago, which was our mid semesters. For that,
Mhm.
I informed Pragvi for what do you call I sent them my syllabus for exams. So according to that, they made my classes. So it was easier for me to get the classes before the exam day, so I could balance well. I asked Pragni my doubts, cleared them, so the next day we had an exam, so it was easier for me to manage. Otherwise, if we have short tests and all, homeworks and all, those I somehow manage.
All
Because
right. So I. Mhm.
yeah, Pragvi
Mhm.
is just Pragvi, like I just manage it because it's just 1 hour class, right? I still have many hours left, so
So okay.
yeah.
So 1 hour class, then practice, revision, and we also assign you some tests, isn't it?
Yeah,
So are they helpful?
yeah, of course they are.
All right. So
Because I think, if I'm not wrong,
mhm.
the tests you give, they are also past paper related. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's all helpful.
Okay. So that means along with Pragby, the school and the self study is quite manageable, if I could, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, Shiv, are you enrolled in or planning to participate in some extracurricular activities um, in near future, or you are enrolled in some extracurricular activity right now? Maybe.
Like study aside,
Ah, yeah, studies as well.
yeah, I do have piano classes. I learn the
Oh, you
piano
have you have piano classes in on weekends or on weekdays?
weekdays.
Weekdays. Then
Yeah.
still you are still you are it's manageable for you to go to school, do the or do all the assignments of the school, then attend the practice classes, do its assignment, give the test, and then piano classes and everything,
Yeah,
and
it
reading
gets hectic
books.
sometimes, but yeah, actually it gets hectic at times. But then that's why my piano class it kept on a Friday. So right after Pragby, I directly joined my piano class. So when it's a Friday, it's fine because next day is a holiday. So in that way, I can
Okay.
manage.
And how much time do you devote to your piano class?
It's an hour a day and sometimes self practice too at home. So
All right, all right. And what about weekends?
weekends, my weekends are pretty much free most of the time. So those in my weekends, it's most of the time I'm in my room studying. In my yeah.
All right, so
Or sometimes
okay.
I also do like in the mornings. We have a big play area in our building, so there I go for morning runs and all.
All right. Uh-huh. You told me you like exercising and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do enjoy it.
Okay. So, like you have so much of things to do. I mean, I always believe that it's really hard being a student, right? A student
Yeah.
life is one of the difficult one, I would say, right? Like being a teacher, it's always like when I was a kid, I used to think of that, why we are studying like 5 to 6 subject when a teacher is just teaching us a single subject. Isn't isn't that unfair?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah,
I used to think that. I used to think that, right?
yeah,
And then this is the only time that we have to, give some time to the extracurricular activities and to learn something extra aside of the besides of the studies and all, right?
yeah.
So in all of this, uh, again I'll ask you, is there any problem that you are facing with the studies? Like,
Well, I get tired sometimes, so that times I feel not willing to study. So sometimes it's a habit of mine to just
okay,
let go, like a bit
to just
loose
let go.
sometimes. Yeah.
Nah. So if even if it's an exam, I'm not gonna teach. I'm not gonna study. I'm done.
No, no, not exam.
Achha,
Not
okay.
exam. If in general, if I just have school and all, then if I feel tired and all, then I just let go. Otherwise, if it's exam, then I cancel everything and just sit to study. Everything is cancelled. Like no outing, no nothing.
Uh, cheeky. Okay, so let's get to that get to that part now. So how do you prepare yourself for exams? Like in during exams, I really find student being in stress, anxieties, and all that. They have so much of stress of the exam. So how do you prepare for the exams, or what is your schedule during the exams? And are there any other book that you refer in the during the exams uh, beside the book that is just followed in your school?
In school, we are, well, see, for exams, probably 2 or 3 weeks before, I try to cover the syllabuses as much as I can. And like before exams, I just solve the papers. Because as I said, the school right now in grade 9 and 10, they are only doing past papers with us. And in exams also, they're giving IGCSE papers. So solving papers is the main thing. And like
Solving paper.
yeah, I try to balance all subjects somehow with time because actually in one day they're giving us two exams. So
Hmm. And the point is that like we were discussing that everyone has that low like bad day that no, we don't want to study. Even in the exams also we get stressed that how will we do it? Will we be able to complete the course? This topic is not clear or something goes on in our mind, isn't it? So
yeah,
the point is, how do you keep yourself motivated in that particular time?
I just study.
I just study.
Yeah,
Nice, not bad. I don't want to study, but still I'm gonna study.
yeah,
And
I
that's
just
my
force myself.
motivation.
I have to study.
Acha, you have to force yourself and that you have to study because that it's your exam tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. And like the
Okay.
main motivation I sometimes have is I'm actually a bit of foodie. So I
Hmm.
keep good food around me and then I study and, you know, have some good food and study along. But
Hmm.
sometimes if I'm actually really not willing to study, then I just take a 15-minute break sometimes or 10 minute, like small break. Just go
Hmm.
out, walk around, and then come back and sit again. Or sometimes small naps as well. Because nowadays I find myself really tired most of the time because we are having a lot of work too here and there. So yeah, I need some rest too, time to time.
Yeah, actually
Because
it's mm-hmm.
no, I was saying because otherwise, if I'm actually studying in a tired condition, then I'm actually not able to get anything if I study. So I have to give my brain
That's a
some
fact.
rest.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And the point is, power nap is quite helpful. And yes, little bit of exercise.
Yeah,
Then there will always be helpful for the
yeah,
student because we can't sit at a single position for like 2 to 3 hours, right?
yeah.
Isn't it? Uh,
You'll
we
obviously get worn out of it.
yeah. So yeah, we need some physical activity, right? So yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. So my I want to ask you, what are your career goals, Shiv? What do you want to become? And are you planning to have you planned that which subject you want to choose in 11th and 12th, and what do you want to pursue in life?
I have a plan to become a doctor when I grow up. So basically in 11 and 12, if you ask, I haven't planned yet. Actually, I'm depending that on how much I'm actually able to cope up with subjects, how much I'm actually loving the subject. It depends on that. So right now, so far I know that I will have to take the biology, chemistry, physics, and maths in 11th, which is actually maths and English for our school is mandatory in 11th grade. But apart from that, I'm planning to take the science strand. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But then if in other cases, I'm actually not sure yet, but I know that these four subjects I will go for it.
So, which competitive exams are you want do you want to fight for uh, for the MBBS? If
Meaning,
you
like,
like, there are competitive exams, no, to enroll yourself in the colleges. So, have you planned for that?
currently not yet. I have
Not yet.
visited few college, universities and all, but like according to my choice, like I'm not sure yet. I'm just waiting for the boards actually. It depends. Like pretty much for me right now, it depends on that.
All right. So, first of all, you want to focus on the board, and then you'll think about
Yeah,
what
like
you
I
want
just
to.
want to focus
Uh,
on all subjects right now. I just don't want to separate subject divisions. I just want to focus on all of them and like somehow go with it first. Like I'm not really thinking of the future already.
all right. And have you ever have you ever taken any competitive exams, or are you willing to take some competitive exams other than in the near future? Maybe.
I mean, like side exams from school.
Yeah, yeah, side exams from school.
Actually, our IGCSE exams is actually a side exam. This is not school provided. It's a side exam.
All
So
right.
yeah, going
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Okay, so you
It's like
you are
a
not
school provided.
mhm. So you are not willing to fight take some Olympiads or something. There are many mathematics Olympiad, science Olympiads and all that.
Yes, our school frequently takes all these Olympiads. Before I used to join a lot, but now it's gone a bit less.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So right now you are just focusing on the board and nothing else, right? Of the 10,
Not
right? You are
exactly
focusing on the
that. Like
exam.
I do have no, like I do have other extracurriculars, like work and all. Like our school only hosts things time to time. But
Hmm.
if in usual, then it's true that right now I'm just focusing on studies, keeping everything aside.
All right. All right. Great. 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 Acha, Shrim, who is your idol? I mean, uh, your source of inspiration, if any.
I'm not sure about that.
You're not sure about it. No idea. No, you haven't thought about any ideal person that that inspires you somehow.
Does it have to be like home related or like parents?
Anyone.
Well, I'm not sure because it's like both my parents are supportive and they're hardworking too. So like yeah, they're like some sort of idol
Mm-hmm.
to me. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, like I don't have anyone whom I actually look up to in that way.
Okay. I want to ask you, Shyam, have you noticed some difference between the online class and the offline class?
Yeah, there's a lot of difference.
Like,
Uh, Maybe like in online classes, sometimes the network goes out and like classes get cancelled. These things happen.
due to the network issues, yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Mm-hmm. That's one point.
And I feel like there is better attention towards the student in offline classes because the teacher
Mm-hmm.
is practically beside you. He and she can see your
Mm-hmm.
mistake time to time and let you know.
Mm-hmm. So, it's- so like right now you are taking online classes with Pracbee, right?
Yeah.
So out of like there are differences between the offline and the online classes as we were discussing. Still, do you find that yeah, it's still going fine with the offline classes if I'm gonna uh, like compare?
In that way, yes. Because it's not that network falls in every time and like our classes are always on time scheduled and also I think it goes pretty well with Pracbee.
And online classes also, right? I mean, is
Yeah, yeah, the
like
online
if
classes.
I do agree that offline has some of its advantages and online do have some of its advantages too. Like offline, yes, like I would say interaction, like interaction between the teachers and student, as you have told. So yes, but still, is it manageable or and is it fruitful to join the online classes?
I think so. It's fine enough because in a positive way, you're actually in home doing class, so right after class you can review work directly instead of going here and there
Like
online.
yes, I mean you are saving your traveling time.
Yeah, saving time.
Yeah, what saving time? Yes, and all right, okay. Is there any other point that you have in the online and the offline segment? Because you have been in both of them, no? Online and offline both.
Yeah.
So if you yeah, so what positive point do you feel? Positive and the negative aspect that you felt in both of them, or is it okay? Is it okay? It's fine.
I guess
It's
it's fine
fine in
right
both.
now.
It's fine in
Yeah.
online and offline. It's fine. It's
Both are
other
like
than
in a
the
balanced condition.
other than the physical interaction, like we are standing in together and I could see your problem in the copy. Other than that, everything is fine, right?
Yeah.
Person to person interaction is there still there, but in the virtual sense.
Yeah.
That's the point. All right. Okay. Uh, Shyam, do you have more achievements or experience that you want to share with us? If any, that will be completely open.
Well, there isn't much of an achievement except every year I like competing in sports curriculum sometimes. Like, yeah, most of the time I'm winning first, second, third. So, yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
so which
And
sports
like,
which sport do you like the most?
I like sports a lot. I like physical workouts and all, but the sport that I like participating in more is on marathon runs. So,
Okay,
running.
running. All right, all right. And you were saying something, please continue. You were
Yeah,
discussing.
that is
Hmm.
there, and like in our school also sometimes they hold like this small quizzes and all, and in all of those I participate.
All right, all right. Great, Shyam. So is there any other feedback that you want to give us, or is anything that you want to share with us? Anything?
Not really.
Not really?
It's just the I think just right now we can focus more on finishing the syllabus and the papers. Just that.
Okay, okay. We'll be doing that for sure. We'll be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shem. Thank you so much. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for giving your time, valuable time. And we'll meet in class for sure. All right.
Okay, miss. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shem. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.